Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the Dojo. Here on Rage Like I'm Jeff.
I'm Amanda.
Amanda, are you ready to tell some lies?
I tell little white lies.
Nope. We're telling little red lies today.
What does that mean?
Red lies.
Roxanne, you don't gotta put on the red light.
I assumed it was like that lady from Game of Thrones who takes to take her clothes off all the time.
All the ladies from Game of Thrones?
Yeah, yes, exactly. All right, so anyway, this is a game that actually came out a while back on Steam, but it came out this week on the PlayStation. And usually I don't like to do that, but this game seemed kind of interesting, and it didn't get a lot of exposure on Steam, and so I thought, let's take a look.
Is that a conveyor belt of eggs?
I don't know. Would you be willing to answer a brief questionnaire regarding confidential details of your personal and family finances?
Yeah, for real.
Finances? Your answers will be securely saved and stored and will influence several narrative events in the game. First, enter your credit card number. Yeah, sure. Hey, no problem, video game. In the previous year, was your personal income in excess of $55,000, excluding any funds transferred to you by your parents, grandparents, or another guardian?
Nope.
No, sir.
Not even close.
Do you regularly receive emergency funds from parents, grandparents, or another guardian? Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you conceal the source of these funds and present yourself as being part of a social class which you are not in fact a part of?
Fucking no, I don't even try.
No way, snobs!
I literally start most conversations with people like, I'm poor.
I like to put hot dogs on my hamburger. Would you?
Is that what you think rich people do?
No, that's what I think poor people do.
I was like, wow.
Would you rather commit suicide than live in significant poverty?
I've considered it.
Fucking no. Hey, no problem. Little red lie is now in possession of sufficient information about you to proceed.
Yeah. Thank you for keeping it a secret. Anyway, all of our followers on the internet.
Yeah. Would you like to continue?
No,
I'm done.
Enough
that
of
was
this
it.
game.
Sure.
Tell me about the conveyor belt of eggs. Oh.
We're back. We're conveyor belt of people in dystopia by Sarah Stone.
Sharon Stone.
By Sharon Stone.
Are we the little gray person?
I think we're that little person. The way I see it, dystopia is nothing but a distraction from reality. Wait, hold on, it's a girl, right? The way I see it, dystopia is nothing but a distraction from reality. It'll be even worse. In dystopia, face the stormtroopers tower.
Teen Girl Squad.
Horrified masses. That's it. I was going for more of a Monty Python. Okay. The guardsmen grit their teeth and pull their triggers on thongs of desperate protesters. I know it says throngs. Cutting down waves of innocence with sinister certainty.
Sinister certainty.
Sinister. Say it.
Sinister certainty.
Certain sinisters. Seven
You
severus
feel like a
snakes.
snake when you say that.
Certain sinisters. Cinnabon.
Triggering thong.
But in reality, reality
is nothing like that.
Oh shit!
In reality,
Are those two guards? Are they on a date? They're like, oh man,
the police don't need to be scary to scare you.
that's true.
In reality, the courts are so clogged and the cops are so callous. The cage is so cramped that the thought of getting... Oh, man, that's really hard to do.
Yeah.
Lost the labyrinth up there.
That's why I stopped.
Scares you more than a bullet to the back of the head ever could.
I don't know. Bullet in the back of the head isn't really scary until it happens, and then you don't even know that it happened.
I mean, it happened to me like 4 or 5 times. I'm kind of over it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
In reality...
Are you sure that it wasn't just you watched that... Wasn't there like a... It's like a Ryan Reynolds movie called Bullet to the... Or was that... Was that... Sylvester Stallone, like Old Man or Arnold or something like that. Nobody needs to shoot you at all. You get knocked on your ass by a $1 zillion sound cannon and run away to save the eardrums. You don't have the savings or health insurance to lose.
That's called heavy metal.
What?
If it's too loud, then you're too old, Grandma.
Turn up the sonic cannon. Woo! Devil horns. Gore face.
Why is it always gore face?
Our drive uniforms are dutifully worn by all. Met eyes and encoded gestures are made in shadow as the steel doors crush together. You've lost me, game. When do we get to lie?
In reality.
The ragtag rebels rediscover the unity of long-lost ethnic identities.
Why is everyone facing us?
That's you face one direction.
You gotta don't.
You gotta don't. You gotta don't.
Rage select. You gotta don't. And each other, they find hope. They find the spark that lights the flames to take down.
And even if their failure is assured, in dystopia they gain one thing their tormentors could never possess: tacos. Oh, sorry, love.
Close enough.
Love tacos. But in reality,
Hey, girl.
is this Tumblr? Am I just looking at Tumblr here? I don't. The only people who even notice you are strangers trying to look down your shirt.
What?
What you got in there? What you got in your shirt?
What you got down your shirt, girl?
In reality,
Tacos.
your best friend is a cell phone. A good one. If you're lucky.
Oh.
In reality, let's say every time they say in reality, take a drink, but don't, you'll die.
Yay.
You never cared about other people until the other people were other people like you. What? In reality, you never cared about other people until the other people were other people like you.
Can I just say, I've had purple hair, and that character with the purple hair
yeah.
looks like little digital me.
Yeah. And you put them up the river. Up the river? And you put them up the river if they crashed on your couch for longer than a weekend. No. And you'd sell them down the river if they crashed on
up the river.
What put them up? You're like on the river, and you're like, here, hold on, I'm gonna put you up here. There you go. All right. But
who can blame?
Is it the man?
Blame?
Is it in
In
dystopia?
dystopia, it's easy. Donald Trump.
In dystopia, the evil and cruel are always up the hill.
Is up the hill, up the river too?
That's where the river is apparently. Down the dungeon. Through the woods to grandmother's house we go. They want your blood. They want your blood. And grandmother's. They want your babies.
Not my babies.
They want your brainwaves.
Well, die of starvation, bro.
Or the shells of your bodies. The heat of your sexy tacos. Starving orifices.
I'm sorry. What?
The shells, the heat of your, yo girl, you're sexy, your starving orifice is sexy as fuck. Oh shit. But reality is never that interesting. In reality, even though it's horrible and seemingly incomprehensible power always ends up being the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. A bunch of assholes trying to get rich.
Yay.
In reality, a bunch of people trying to play Bejeweled and eat hamburgers with pizza.
I mean, yeah.
Frantically obsessed with money are never those people at all. In reality, the people whose lives revolve around money are the people who have no choice.
Oh, wow. This is the most deep thing I've ever played.
Can we go back to playing Sword of the Osmond? I think I can really get that guy this time because they don't have any.
No, in reality, you wouldn't play that game.
Reality, the wealthy no longer need a thing from anyone else at all. Not to die in some war, not to live in some place, and not to build something that a robot has built in the time it took you to read this sentence.
What are you talking about?
Hold on, I gotta figure out how far. Let's see, on a scale of chin to pelvis, how far up its own ass is this game?
This is.
I think I could just see the feet sticking out of the butthole at this point. And in dystopia, all of our creations churn midnight oil into a hateful sun.
How far up their own starving orifices do you think they are?
Hateful sun. Won't. Diseases boil through the skin. Faces are rendered tragically unfuckable. Look, man, there's no such thing as an unfuckable face. Everybody's into something.
Yeah.
You just got to find the right person.
I have met some very tragically unfuckable people, I'm not going to lie.
What, did you ask about their sexy starving orifices?
Yes.
The destruction of Mother Earth turns everyone into a chimney sweep. A chimney sweep?
What?
A hooded nightmare.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what they used to call me in high school.
An asphyxiating tinker.
That is also what they used to call me in high school.
But in reality, the sky is blue as ever.
Clearly.
The air is fever crisp. Wait.
What is fever crisp?
I don't know. And the bright stars within it are what you look up at while you wait for an ambulance after being stabbed over an apple that now costs $20. All I can think of is that
is a run-on sentence.
That Futurama episode where Al Gore is driving the cab, and then the guy says he's going to tip him $100, and then he stiffs him, and then Al Gore turns to the camera and he's like, "Damn, that $100 could have bought me 1 gallon of gas. In dystopia, your only possession is a torn photograph. When do we get to lie? How? It's 10 minutes. You end up bartending at a neon-soaked nightclub for futuristic gangsters. Dude, I would like to bartend at a neon-soaked nightclub for
100%.
futuristic gangsters. Ask them about their sexy, starving orifices. But in reality, you'd never get that job. I don't think that this person knows what reality means.
Yeah.
And if you were forced to become an outlaw yourself, you'd probably end up being the victim of a far worse crime than you could ever bring yourself to commit. Like tax evasion. In dystopia, you finally matter. You're finally going to make a difference. Every oppression ignites you with anger and fury that spurs you into legendary action. But in reality, you are exhausted. Forever exhausted. I'm exhausted by you.
Jesus Louise.
You're the reason I'm exhausted.
It's been like over 10 minutes.
Yep. You think dystopia is some big story? It's not.
Reality.
It's just a shitty little epilogue that goes on forever.
Yeah, boy howdy.
Is it? Oh, it all is. Okay. But in reality,
Yeah.
sexy, starving
I wanna wait
orifices.
for this to be over.
Is that winter? All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Kennedy Station.
In dystopia.
No, in reality.
I'm sorry.
In reality. Under the bridge.
I'm sorry. I thought she was going to be a lot older than that.
In the parking lot.
She's saying that?
They're waiting for me.
Wait for me.
Okay. Highlight. Move.
Interact.
All right. Game will autosave with notification. Okie dokie. It's, what do we got to do? Autosave updated. Can I move? Hey, look at that. I'm playing a video game.
Yeah.
Okay. Lie about taxi cabs. Wait.
In
Lie
reality.
Lie about gig economy. Okay. Lie about the bathroom. Lie about leaving Toronto.
I'm going to leave Toronto.
Yo, man, I'm going to lie about interest in social causes.
Have you seen the Golden Globes?
Lie about interest in mainstream entertainment. Oh,
Have you
that's
seen
the Last Jedi movie. Lie about interest in global markets. Oh, there's markets.
There's global.
Lie about interest in lurid crime. So we get to choose what we lie about?
Yeah.
There's no way I can negotiate
I
with
like to
these
think that if it's in red, it's sarcastic.
And I don't want to start that conversation on a note of why I've started smoking.
What?
I don't know. You could smoke in the rain like a real failure of a femme fatale, Sarah.
Goddamn, Sarah.
Even if you've already had something like half a pack today. Well, what time is it? Conceal chain smoking. Shouldn't it say lie about smoking?
What?
I don't know what's going on. I don't. All right. I'll have the cigarette. There's an ashtray over there by the corner. And then I'll use that washroom to try to mask it the best I can. No way, man. Lie about. What else can we see? What about this trash can? About smoking. Lie about public transit. I take the bus all the time. Okay.
There's an ashtray.
Okay.
Over the crosswalk.
All right, so I need to lie about smoking.
Yeah.
Let's try this. The only way to start quitting is to have one. Nobody says that, Sarah. As a smoker, I can tell you that. Snow on the ground, rain in the sky, heat in the
When
night.
do the zombies come?
We figured they were lying about how long this kind of climate change would take. And then it turns out that even the worst pessimism wasn't half as bad as it already was. Who knows? Maybe this cigarette is the least toxic thing I've inhaled all day.
Yeah, Jesus. This is like the edgiest game I've ever seen.
If I could quit, I would. Too bad you only feel bad after it stops feeling good. But in reality.
But in reality.
Maybe that attitude is a little piece of what happened to everything. Commentary.
Now you gotta go to the
Fuck it. I didn't even want this. I'm just delaying the inevitable.
Death?
I have to tell them the truth. Tonight is the night. Okay. Can I just, is this just, when people ask if I take taxi or using ride-sharing service, I realize that taxi cabs are the more compassionate answer, whether it's true or not. Is it? Not in Austin, Sarah. In Austin, people would be real bitchy at you about not using some kind of ride share. I can't afford to take either. I'm just willing to argue about it because at least it makes me seem middle class. I don't like Sarah.
I don't like anything.
Lie about being disgusting. Perfume, gum. Damn.
Wow, she's well prepared.
Or at least well enough to be able to say it secondhand. Yeah, I mean, it gets in your clothes. That's the biggest problem. She should have taken off all her clothes before she smoked.
Yeah, she should have smoked naked.
Smoke nude. So I'm going to get a new bumper sticker that just says, smoke nude. Look at my fingers, my teeth. The real reason they try to hook you young is so it can happen before you're even capable of imagining what looking like shit would look like. Hey, Sarah, fuck you.
I mean, I've been wanting to say something.
I don't have stained fingers. You know what? My fingers are not stained.
Your soul stained.
That's
Jeff.
true. That's true. It's very true. So should we lie about some other stuff before we leave
Yeah,
here?
let's lie about social causes.
Homeless death spikes in downtown core. It would actually cost less to house these people than to pay the cost of them being on the street. I can't understand why people get upset at the idea of free housing. No need to pick this up. We still get it delivered. Okay.
Oh,
So let's see. Okay, Sarah, let's move it along with you. You suck. You're not a very interesting person. So
drive faster.
before you know it,
Drive. Put your lights on.
nope.
Before you know it, you feel like you're right back where you started.
Oh God, not the
Back at home. Back to childhood. Back at it again.
back to depending on the people who should be depending on you. Wow. So whoever wrote this game was millennial as shit,
Yeah,
and
like-
very mad, and had access to RPG Maker apparently,
Yeah.
or to anything. You don't even know who you are. Still, it's strange to be past what feels like the point of no return and still so far from the end.
Drive faster.
Thanks for coming to get me.
Ugh.
You were working late.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Everyone works late now.
Everyone works late. In reality,
Yeah, Dad. You didn't realize they can't really trust too many people with it. I'm important. Oh, hi. I'm here in the car, too.
Is it your parents? I understand that I broke the chain. That without creating a future for it, even the closest family will eventually run out of things to talk about. I'll ask a question about some distant relative or restaurant we've been to in a long time just to break up the rhythm of the rain. But I don't really care.
To the rhythm
And I don't
of
think
the
that they believe I do. The saddest thing,
Tell
though,
me just what a
is
fool
that I
I've
think I
been.
used to. At least a little bit.
I wish that it would go and let me cry. Oh, sorry.
Well, I mean, what does it have to do with you? Literally nothing that goes on around has anything to do with you at all. You're just a sack of shit dragging yourself
Jesus.
around from one day to the
So
next.
Is this like somebody's suicide note?
I don't
or
know.
Like a cry for help?
What could you even say about anything that wouldn't make you look like a fool? You could be like, hey, have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy
Look,
Volume 2?
I've been in straight up depression, and
Yeah.
I've been in straight up hormonal imbalance depression.
Yep.
That has almost killed me. I ain't never sounded like this. Just throwing that out there.
I mean, maybe there was a little bit of time when I was like 17.
Yeah.
And it was the 90s, and I listened to a lot of Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah.
And I was like, why do we even use words?
What are your plans for the weekend? Sorry, I had to get my mom voice out.
Feign interest in own life.
Girl.
Jesus Lord.
Get
Sarah's
a
bumming
fucking
me
dog
out.
or something.
Yeah, play a video game, Sarah. Jesus.
Read the weekend. What are you doing?
You would kill myself.
Oh. Sleeping, eating, watching movies. I've seen a million times. Promising to meet up with people and then never getting dressed. Dude, watching a movie I've seen a million times. 100%. That's probably going to happen. I sleep and eat every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what am I only doing that on the weekends now? What am I, a millionaire?
Probably get coffee with Claire and Steve.
Did she
Wait,
just straight up lie?
yeah.
That's not what I fucking said.
I said get a movie. I'm pretty tired though. Is that the whole point of this game? Is that it asks you to make a decision that she just lies?
Yeah.
You know you're a loser when basic questions about what you're doing on the weekend feel like a humiliating interrogation.
You know, you're
Okay, but you know what?
a
Okay,
loser when you just straight up internalize all this bullshit.
Yeah, you are a loser.
Yeah.
Fucking go like I'm not saying that you have to go out and go to the club, but like watching movies I've seen a million times before. Do you know how much shit Netflix put out every day or YouTube? I swear to God, there's some shit you sign up for the
no,
Grain Courses
hang on.
Plus.
Not
Get
even.
a Nature Box subscription.
No, I will
Like-
argue against this.
Okay.
There is nothing wrong with watching movies that you like
Yeah.
over and over again.
Or that.
Why would you even feel guilty? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to stay at home and watch like a fucking, I don't know, Back to the Future.
Somebody's
Go
like,
fuck yourself. Enjoy
You've
it.
seen Singing in the Rain enough times, you
Yeah.
loser.
Stop it. You just enjoy yourself. Enjoy your life. I don't
Maybe
care
you
if you're going to stay home all day and watch a movie.
Yeah, maybe you should go somewhere new. Meet some new people.
I have nothing in common with people younger than me. I'm embarrassed to be around regular people my own age. And everyone older than me weirds me the fuck out.
Barf.
Oh, shut up.
You barf.
So basically, yeah, no, everything
I'm embarrassed to
bothered
be
me.
around regular people my own age. Let's try that. It's fine. Yeah, you're right. I should see if anything is going on in the city. Okay, so it doesn't even matter what we pick. God, Sarah, fuck off. Yeah. You know what? I think that Sarah might be the grown-up version.
I really miss going to concerts.
Of the girl from Life is Strange.
Yeah.
Chloe or whatever. Just like, oh, man.
I thought she had a girlfriend.
Sometimes we'll pull up next to a car at an intersection, and I look over to see another 38-year-old woman, one who isn't sitting in the back seat of a car.
I'm sorry, you're having this conversation with your parents and you're 38 years old?
I'm pretty sure the person who made this game was not 38.
This person who made this was 19.
Yeah. She'll seem powerful, yelling and waving her arms at somebody on some kind of conference call, or dressed up, looking like she's heading out for the night, or listening to her kids tell her a story about what they did at school. But as soon as she looks back, I look away. I don't want to see the type of person I wish I could be. See me wishing I could be them. Jesus Lord, she doesn't even look 38. She looks like she's fucking...
Wow, her dad looks young for somebody who's balding.
He needs a lot more lines on his face.
Yeah.
Both of her parents need a lot more lines on their face. They look like if you just made her mom's hair black instead of gray, she would look like I don't know, like
tired 30-year-old.
She like a tired 20-year-old, and her dad would look like if you just put like a swoopy haircut on him.
Yeah, he look like Kendall.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. And worst of all is it's how the space of silence that should be my life gets filled up with guilt instead. You need to see a therapist or just get drunk.
Yeah, man. You need to talk to people.
How much they've done for me and how much they sacrificed so that I could be with somebody. And here I am. And sure, I could tell you I love them for it, but what would it matter if I did? There isn't a single thing my love can do.
I don't know. Maybe it'll fill the car with less things than awkward.
I won't survive without my parents, but at least they're the only people who care I'm alive. And you can't have less to lose than that.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, you fucking can, Sarah. You have a jacket. You're inside of a car. You'd be freezing to death. You know, you should actually care about the homeless situation instead of lying about you pretending to care about it.
This is turning us into, like, old people that are like, you should be grateful for what you have.
Fucking 38-year-old millennials.
What did you eat today, Sarah? Have you been eating? Helpless?
Helpless. They treat me like I'm helpless, and I couldn't contradict them if I wanted to. I'm starving. She hasn't eaten anything today because she's fucking wretched. She's a wretched person, Sarah.
Yeah.
Just let's go out, Sarah. We'll go to the bar, and there'll be some dude that wants to bang you, and then you can get to banging on. I had a salad with chicken. And a granola bar.
We have leftovers if you want.
We made tamarind rims in our Instant Pot.
Do you remember high school, Sarah, when people used to hang out with you?
Yeah. What happened to you?
What happened?
What happened, Sarah?
Did somebody do something to you?
Maybe you should just... I mean, I'm really trying hard not to victim shame Sarah here.
Why do you sit in the middle, Sarah?
Yeah, why are you riding bitch in your parents' car? One side or the other.
There's no one in the car.
Hold on a second.
He just... He starts doing donuts like...
The way he said that. What does he know? What could he know?
Yeah, what?
Is something wrong? We need to talk. We're falling. We're falling off the side of a cliff right now. We need to talk.
Mom, a relapse. But she seemed fine. She was never fine when it came back. My sister, it must be my sister.
Okay. Dad, stop being so cryptic. Just tell me. Your mother is worried about what happened with her this time. She's worried about you, you dumb shit. The moment he even thinks about her. Your sister is beyond being worried about Sarah. Mom is worried about you. Jesus Christ, he knew I would think it was a relapse. He always does this, says half of something, and pretends it's just his personality. The way they've kind of like made her dialogue into a weird choice.
Yeah.
Where it's actually like a sentence. I do kind of like that part. But goddamn, Sarah's bumming me the fuck out. I'm sorry, everybody.
Fine, Dad.
She thinks you work too much. Where do you work? She thinks I'm a lesbian.
Or too much of a slut to be taken seriously. Or not enough of one to find somebody in the first place.
Okay, Sarah, I need to know before we continue. Are you a lesbian? Do you get a lot of action? Like, what's going on in your life? Maybe something besides just complaining.
I don't know what that means.
Is the red is always the lie? Is that what's going on here? It means she wants you to be happy. That your happiness is more important to her than anything else.
And she's dying. The unsaid thing, always, with all the weight it carries.
All right, you're going to carry that weight a long time.
Trying.
And your sister, you know she's going to need your help, and you know it won't be easy. If you had someone that you could turn to when things got tough with her, it might make all the difference.
So he says this, knowing I'll defend her. He wants to hear somebody do it, even if he feels he can't. She doesn't need me as much as you think she does.
God, I fucking hate her so much.
She's more capable than you know. ...
Yep.
She is. Well, she is.
You've always been just like me.
Bald.
You're strong. You don't complain. And you've never been afraid of responsibility. But sometimes I think you just can't see that there's more to being strong than being on your own.
It's to be about something more than my romantic life. But what? And why now?
What you don't see is that I would never have been strong enough to take care of everything without your mother. Or your sister. Or you. Or our dog. Or the cat. Or the ferret. Or the
my
cockatiel.
2 goldfishes.
Yep. I know I make it look easy, this whole parenting thing. It isn't that way at all.
You guys are just awful.
It's family, Sarah. Family.
Familia.
Anyway, I think that's what your mother wanted you to know. Where did she go? She just stepped out into the void?
I think they got home and parked in the car talking because they didn't want to talk in the house.
Ow. I couldn't tell by the way you locked eyes with me in the rear view. Was it intimidation?
Jesus.
Fear? Pity?
This is like the craziness of like a young person not understanding when like they're depressed.
Yep.
And they're like, I feel like shit. And their parents are like, I'm worried about you. And they're like, what are they trying to tell me? It's like they're worried about you.
They're trying, yeah. I have to tell you something important. And I don't want you to say anything about it to your mom. Not yet.
I'm pregnant.
Cancer,
that's what
heart failure, Alzheimer's. I have really bad gas. We can't afford to take care of your sister anymore.
We're getting rid of her.
What did she do? It isn't just her. The medication costs for mom, they just keep going up. What else do they put her on? Oh, Jesus Lord, it's such a bummer. This game is a bummer. You know, the only thing that I could say
is that dragon cancer too.
Good Lord. Is that, hey, you know what? At least after watching this video, you could look to your own life and be like, at least I'm not Sarah. At least
unless your name is Sarah.
Unless your name is Sarah.
In case we're sorry.
Yeah, and you do have a sister with some kind of problem and a sick mom
yeah.
and medication. I'm sorry about all that.
There are straight up like chat rooms with people that can like guide you through depression.
Sure.
Get help if you need help.
Yeah.
But for God's sakes, if somebody's talking to you, trying to give you help,
yeah,
let them talk
let
to them.
And realize that they probably have good intentions, even if they're doing it a bad way, right?
Yeah.
Even
understand that if somebody's asking you how you're doing, it's because they care how you're doing.
Whoa.
And not, I'm not trying to pit you against her, but if she doesn't knock it off, we won't have any choice but start charging you rent.
She lives rent-free at her parents' house?
Yeah. It's the last thing I want to do. You're working your tail off.
You're 38 years old. Pay your parents some fucking rent, Sarah.
Things are that serious.
Go to the convenience store. Work at a Starbucks. They're hiring all the time. There's a million of them.
You need to tell your sister that we're kicking her out of the house.
That's how hard you're working to rebuild. Maybe some of that attitude will rub off on her. Maybe.
That was enough.
I mean it, Sarah. You've done everything you could, despite how tough things are out there. I know how much it must have hurt you to move home and rent out your condo. I sold the condo. I was ready to get myself with a roommate you never met until I couldn't even afford to do that anymore. Oh my God. Okay, you know what? I'm wrapping this one up.
Ripcord.
Holy shit nuggets. Yes, if you have a problem in your life and it's problematic, you know, if you're going through some shit, please don't go through that shit by yourself.
Also, don't lie.
This is the only thing that you can do.
If this game has taught you anything, don't lie. Open communication. Her relationship with her family would be 20 times better if she just fucking openly talked to them about the shit that's going on and not lied.
Or at least tried. Yep. Yep.
How could you possibly owe $29,000 on your credit card?
By living off your credit card. You also owe $8,000, almost $9,000 in outstanding taxes, and
wow,
$3,000 in
Canada's
freelance sales
expensive.
tax that I never remitted. Yeah. Anyway, go. The whole point of it is, if you're having an issue, at least try to reach out to other people and communicate with them. One of the best resources that we all have as human beings is the fact that we are like we are a big tribe. We're one big organism, and that we do like to help each other out. And if it's not your family, then it could be your friends. If it's not your friends, a lot of times these days it can even be strangers on the internet. There's a lot of different places that you can get help. So if you are running through some things, do that. And hey, look, I didn't have to show a single dead body in order to get that point across.
Yeah. Man, I was feeling suicidal, but now I have to worry about Logan Paul coming up on my body.
Jesus. All right, and with that, Amazon,
welcome to my dark brain.
Patreon.com/Rage Select. Wowzers, this is a visual novel. I looked at the gameplay, and I saw these nifty screenshots where it said lie about like a thing, and I thought that it was going to be some kind of game where you had to like deceive people.
Yeah. You are your parents.
But it's 30 minutes in, and you're just lying to your parents for no good reason, Sarah. And that's it. And I thought yesterday's game was depressing.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'd like to
Sorry,
go back
everybody.
to run through the field of Dragon Man and his fucking Gilson. Gilson, come back! Where are you, Gilson?
We're sorry, Gilson.
I'm sorry.